Let's say you win a $2,000 gift card from Sezane. You can only spend on Sezane. Do you know where to start from? Would you go with pieces that are classic, timeless, and would stay in your wardrobe for many years to come? Or would you prefer to go with something more unique and just beautiful that you can find anywhere else? Well, I'm here to help you with that. I actually picked tops, dresses, bottoms, jeans, everything you can think of from all the categories pretty much from the Sezane app. Don't worry if you don't have that money, if you don't have that budget, even if you have a very small budget, or if you just have one tiny gift card that someone gave you and you would like to get a piece from Sezane. Hopefully this video will help you because I'll be commenting on the pieces that I don't think are worth the money and the ones that I would get instead. I think we should start from basics. Sezane is a brand that's very well known for their high quality basics, and because these are the foundation of pretty much every wardrobe, I wanted to start from these. So I would say from the t-shirts, one t-shirt that I really love is the Mina T-shirt, and the fact that it's reversible makes it worth the money to me. It does have some details and it's very unique. When I think of the Jamie T-shirt, for example, it's almost the same price. It's $75. It's actually the same exact price. But the Jamie T-shirt, to me at least, it feels like the V-neck is going to be way too low. And the placement of the stitching here, the seam, just feels so off. It doesn't feel like it's going to adjust to your body. Whether you have a large breast or small, it just feels so out of place. So between those two, I would definitely stick to the Mina, because of its versatility and also because of how flattering it looks and how unique it is. Now, continuing with t-shirts, there are two of them I wanted to compare. One of them is the Malcolm, which to me feels a little bit too expensive for what it is. It is a nice tee. I don't think the quality is bad, but if I had the money to spend on a t-shirt, I would instead get the Lorna. The Lorna has longer sleeves, and it just feels more high-end to me. It feels more intentional because it has the details here. It's the same style, the same idea, but just because it has one little detail, it makes such a difference on your outfit, especially if everything else you're wearing is just simple and plain. One t-shirt that I looked up and I didn't like so much was the Maya T-shirt. To me, that knot in the front, the idea is really great, but it has a lot of excess fabric here in the front, and to me it doesn't feel flattering. What I would get instead would be the Cléa T-shirt. This one is a lot more classic. It has a simpler style. It does have a little bit of a puffy sleeves, so maybe you won't like this. But to me, this is just so much nicer. It's that type of piece that will go very easily, whether you're trying to wear something more casual, like dressing it down, or dressing it up with a nice skirt, or even layering. I think it's just so much prettier than the Maya. If I had the money to spend on these, I would definitely go with the Cléa. It is actually a little bit cheaper, just $10 cheaper, but to me it feels much better. Now, continuing with basics, there is one top that I looked at, the Remy top. It's $110, and although I like the concept, I like the fabric and how Sezane thought about it, I don't like how it fits. It feels like it's not completely square neck, but it's also not rounded. And it does have a little bit of a ribbed going on here that doesn't feel quite right. So this one to me doesn't feel like a good piece. It would be so hard to put a bra on this one and not show the bra just because of how open it is. There is one shirt that's similar, but because the fabric is more structured, I would go with that instead, which is the Grant T-shirt. It also has the buttons in the front, which to me really elevates the piece, and to me that's much better than the Remy top. One top that I tried a while ago was the Lilou top, which to me could be a lot cheaper, and I don't understand why this costs $55. So this one I would stay away unless it's something that you truly love and you need, but to me you can find something similar for much cheaper. What I would get instead, which is about the same price, just $10 more, is the tin top, which is $65. It has a more unique style. It's like a tank top, but it's only one shoulder, and to me this feels more unique. It's just one of those pieces that's very easy to style, but does have this twist, which to me just feels way more special. Two other tank tops that I have to comment are the Marcelo top and the Felicien. I have both. And in my opinion, the Felicien is a million times better than Marcelo, just because Marcelo is a simple top that obviously is a great tank, but I don't see myself paying that much on a simple tank top. If I'm going to spend $55 to $60, I would prefer something like Felicien. It feels more high-end to me. The fabric is very similar actually, but because it has this nice higher neck and the buttons in the front, it just feels more elevated, it just feels more intentional. I just love that top so much. I would definitely prefer that instead of the Marcello. For button-down shirts, I would say that 3 of them are some of my favorites. If you like lightweight ones, I would go with Pierro. I actually have one video comparing pretty much all Sezane shirts, so I'm going to link it here in case you want to check that out. Another great shirt that I would recommend is the Tomboy, which is more fitted. It's usually in cotton and it has so many colors and prints. Definitely one staple piece that will go with pretty much everything you wear. And an oversized one, which is the Max, which I have right here. That's what I'm wearing. This is the most oversized one, but it's great for layering. Now, some shirts that I would avoid are, first of all, the Abelia, but now don't get me wrong, I do love this style. It's 10 out of 10, but this one in particular is made out of polyester. It's 100% polyester, and being a shirt, I want it to be breathable and just comfortable, and I cannot see myself wearing that, so I would stay away from this. If you have the money to spend, I would probably spend on something else, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. Another one that it's really pretty, but I would stay away for basically the same reason. This one even worse than the other is the Tasha. Again, it's beautiful. I love the pleated details. I think the fabric is very pretty, but the black one, even though it's polyester, it's probably more wearable. This is not something that will go with a lot of your clothes, and if you are on a budget, I would stay away from these unless it's something that you truly love and you can't find anywhere else. One more shirt that if you're trying to build your capsule wardrobe, I would probably stay away is the Ulysse blouse or shirt. It is very pretty, but it has so many details, it has a lot going on. So instead, what I would get is, for example, the Chlo Shirt, which is a very feminine, just like the Ulysse, but it's more malleable. The fabric is softer, it's more flowy, and it's just very unique compared to the others. If you're not a fan of silk, they also have a lacy blouse, which is the Gaya top. It's absolutely beautiful. I have reviewed this before. I have a full review. It's one of my favorite blouses from Sezane, so feminine and perfect for spring and summer. Another one is the Flamine top, which is also gorgeous. I have something similar that's just short sleeve, and this one is really feminine. So if you're not a fan of button-down shirts like these, I think these are excellent, and I would stay away from the Abelia, Tasha, and Ulysse. Instead, I would get these. Now for bottoms, I would say that for denim, nothing really fits me, so I would stay away from them. But if you like the jeans from Sezane and you were trying to get one, I would probably stay away from the Slim Perfect. It is not the most comfortable jeans, at least not on me when I tried. And it's a little bit outdated because it's a skinny jean, so I would instead get the straight leg trousers or the crop. These are really pretty. They are more in right now. I think they go with a lot of different tops. They're versatile enough. They still feel really nice and comfortable, especially comfortable, because the slim jeans, they really hug you in places that sometimes you don't want to show. So having wide legs or crop, I think are really great, of course depending on your height. Comparing two more, I would say the mom jeans were so much nicer than the Brute Sexy. At least to me it felt this way. I think they're more flattering, they're more comfortable, and if you are trying to get one, I would definitely try that instead of the Brute Sexy. And if you get the Brute Sexy, make sure that you size up, because these are really tiny. For trousers, I own the Lulu trousers and I can't recommend enough. I would say these are a staple piece in any wardrobe. They can be worn dressed up and down. Love them. Definitely pay attention to the fabric and their size recommendation. I have the cream color from many years ago and love mine. One pair of pants that I would stay away from is the Sierra trousers. They are beautiful, but they are 100% polyester, and they are in a certain type of fabric that just, this would not go with a lot of your clothes. Let's be realistic. So I would probably, if I have a budget, I would stay away from pieces that I would wear just once or twice or 3 times in a season, and get something that just makes me happy every time I try to get dressed and not stressed. One pair of pants that I would absolutely avoid is the Candid, I think this is the name. I have my notes here. So the Candid, it's a lace purple type of pants, and these are completely sheer. They will show everything. I don't even know why this was created, but this is so in right now. What I would get instead, if you like this type of lace trousers, is the Fausto trousers. I have reviewed this before. They're very flattering, pretty, they are lined and really comfortable. For shorts, there are two that I think I would stay away from. These are the jet shorts, which are in wool and polyamide. They are $120. I don't see myself paying that much on this type of short. I don't think they're worth the money. What I would get instead is something like the Kurt shorts or the Niels, because these are jeans. They're just shorts that will go with everything. They're very simple, but they will be in your wardrobe forever. I would prefer something a little bit longer or maybe high-waisted, but I think these are really great for summer, especially if you are at the beach or traveling. These are really great. One pair of shorts that I would avoid because I don't think they're worth the money is the Ethan. They're like bike shorts, and if I needed these shorts I would probably pay maybe $20-30, but definitely not $70. What I like and I would recommend is shorts that are more tailored, like the Nick shorts I have reviewed before. The Alberello, these are really pretty. They are more timeless and they are definitely on the dressier side, so maybe you don't want something like this. However, I do feel that a wardrobe should have something similar because it just goes with a lot of your clothes and it makes it easier to dress up if you are in the super hot weather. For skirts, one that I think it's so cheap and I wouldn't buy is the curvy skirt. I know that some of you may love this, but to me it feels so cheap and not worth the money. These look like Forever 21 to me, I'm sorry. I would get instead something like the Louisa. I think that's more unique. Even the fabric is nicer, it doesn't feel too clingy. It is thicker, it's something that you can wear for spring, for fall, even during other seasons, and definitely more worth the money to me. It's like twice as much, costs a lot more, but I think because of the cost per wear, how much you can combine this with your wardrobe, your current wardrobe, to me at least, it's definitely more worth the money. Now for midi skirts, I would say the Francine, for example, is something that I wouldn't really buy. It is too expensive for what it is in my opinion. I would get instead something like the Niels. It's definitely much more high-end. I own this. I ended up selling just because it's not a style that flatters my body so much, but in terms of quality, this one is really excellent. If you don't like the thick fabric, they have also the sandy skirt. I would stay away from the polyester version, but whatever you find in silk or viscose, I think it's worth paying. Now for dresses, just so you know, I have a full review on Sezane dresses comparing them, but some of the ones that I would recommend are the Pipa dresses. They have now in the short version, long version. These to me are worth the money because they are so comfortable. The fabric is really great. It feels nice, thick, but still very breathable. And there is now a version that's sleeveless that's absolutely beautiful, and I would love to own one. I got the wrong size, so I ended up returning, but I would love to get another dress. Sticking with casual ones, I would say the Fabiola is also a great option. Maybe if you don't like things that show your silhouette, maybe you won't like the Fabiola, but it's something that I would recommend to have in your capsule wardrobe. They have now in so many different colors, and I have the stripe from last year. It's a great dress. If you don't like dresses that show too much your silhouette, I would stay away from this probably and get something like the Amy dress. For my body type, it's not ideal, but it's definitely something that's great for spring and summer, even early fall if you layer. Now when it comes to party dresses or maybe more dressy kind of dresses, I would stay away from the Armida. To me, this is way too heavy in black for this style. It's more of a feminine style because of the sleeves, and just the black with linen feels just too much, so I would stay away from this. And if you love black, I would get instead the pearly dress. The price is actually quite similar, and the pearly one is in linen. I think it has a linen blend. I tried last year and it's a really beautiful dress. Maybe you won't like something showing too much, but there are many other versions like the Vic and also the Adele. I do have a video on dresses, so you should definitely check that out in case you want to see some options. One dress that I would avoid and I wouldn't pay $285 is the Medea. I don't understand why this costs so much. If the fabric was silk, would make more sense to me, but this is in viscose and it's just one simple dress. It doesn't have much going on. So instead of that, what I would get is, for example, the Chiaretta dress. To me, it feels more special. It's more intentional. It's like someone actually thought about a design and they created something beautiful. Instead of just putting a fabric on you, the Chiaretta just feels more feminine. It does show a little bit of your bust, so you might not like that. But in general, it just doesn't feel too clingy or too showy. I really love this one. They have in so many prints, and that's something that I would love to have in my wardrobe. One dress that I would stay away from is the Dora dress. To me, this is a no. This is 100% polyester. It's like $200, and I wouldn't really be happy with that, especially during the summer, because obviously you want to be with something breathable and comfortable. Being black and polyester, it's a no for me. What I would get instead is the Solita dress. Yes, it is short. It is short. So if you're petite, you're lucky with this one. They have now in many different prints. They also have the Sol dress, which is the long sleeve version. Same cut, but long sleeve version. But there are so many to choose from, like I mentioned, the Vic and also the Adele, that are very similar to Dora, but they feel nicer in terms of composition, and even the fit, I feel like it's definitely more flattering. Now, just to reveal what I picked for our wardrobe, that's $2,000. I picked one button-down shirt, one basic top, which is the Felicien, one t-shirt, one casual dress, and one that's a little dressier. I also added a cloth bag, which I would love to talk about in the next video. Maybe I could do a video like this for accessories and shoes. I also picked one pair of shorts, one pair of trousers, jeans, one skirt, one pair of shoes, which I picked the Paula Babies. These were the ones that would go with pretty much all the tops and the bottoms that we have here. And there was a little bit of money left for a belt, which I picked the Livy belt, $70, and exactly $90 left. I picked the Lou earrings. I have the Lou in the necklace and also the bracelet. It's beautiful. So I think this type of earring is just perfect to go in any wardrobe. Now you tell me how you think these are, if you would change anything, if you would be happy with a wardrobe like this, or maybe if you would have to add a lot more or take some of these. I would love to hear from you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have many more here and also to come, so make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.